Hello, everyone, and welcome back to not Return, welcome back to Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. Now, we're now on the Eva's Hammer, and we gotta visit Set, and he's right over there. In fact, that's interesting. Never mind, but. This actually used to be Wyatt's room, so maybe Fergus's room is somewhere else. Hello, Set.
No! What the hell is that thing?
This is not the thing, Simpson. This is not the thing. This is the body of a squirrel monkey and the head of my beloved Siamese kid. Shoshana, look at you. She's not gonna do anything to you. He's a good young girl. You see, I found Shoshana hunting for rats in the reactor room when we captured the U-boat. A few months later, she was dying of bowel cancer when I stumbled upon this practically brain-dead monkey chewing on a blasting cap. And please do me a favor, Mr. Blazkowicz, lower your axe. You're making me nervous. This is not only my favorite animal. This is most probably my most significant scientific achievement. Yes, you are significant. You're hungry? Here's a fish cake. You see, in order to do a cross-species head transplant, you need to A, bridge the spinal column. She's okay. B, harmonize otherwise totally recalcitrant biological system, respiratory and circulatory.
Okay, I get it. Spare me the science mumbo jumbo.
What am I doing? I'm like an old kachka. You had such a long day, and I'm sorry. Let's see. You want something for the sleep, Ingela?
No, I just need to keep busy.
Distractions, no, I understand. We all grieve in different ways, but I have a perfect distraction for you, Ingela. Look, a few days ago, Anya asked me to make a shooting range for the fighters on board. It's almost finished, but I was experimenting with an old German drone for target practice when suddenly this verkackte machine went Adolf Hitler on me, started running Michigan in there. So, I had to lock it inside. Do you mind going in there and destroying the drone? And feel free to try my shooting range. Tell me how you like it. No, just come back, give me your thoughts when you're done. Okay, Ingela?
Okay, I'll have a look.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, what this, unknown Nazi scientist note, Professor Schilling, following the catastrophic failure of so-called crocoduck experiments with genetically generated animal hybrids, a more crude approach was decided upon. Here, I will detail the latest experiment for you. Subject A's head was removed carefully and placed in the vat containing the preservation liquid developed by a research team in Paris. Subject B's body was then taken out of its vat, which had also been preserved in the same liquid, and prepared for conjoining. Subject A's head was subsequently attached to Subject B's neck. While there was movement, this seemed to be mostly reflexatory, and there was unfortunately no signs of consciousness from Subject A. The experiment was aborted, and it was determined that more research was needed. Specifically, more Daishud parchments were needed to fill in the missing pieces of puzzles. It was bloodstained, incomplete, and written in the margins with Set's handwriting. Must be a Draconian theorem. We'll investigate.
Simpson, please take care of the drone running amok in the shooting range. Thank you very much.
Yeah. One moment. Set's diary. April 5th. What a lovely day. People have been asking me all kinds of questions about the Daishud. They try to understand. I see this. But it is a challenge for them. I must speak like a child to them, leave out the complex, esoteric stuff. The Daishud is an ancient mystical organization. We existed before the major religions of the world. We think hard, do math, and build things to contact God, that sort of thing. I was sworn in as a Bolshevik, and I, too, had a difficult time trying to truly understand the Daishud. No, we do not want to control the world. No, we do not want to destroy the planet with superior technology. Yes, the Daishud is open to anyone with a curious mind who wants to reach God. But didn't you make clocks, Mrs. Setroth? No, yes, sometimes. Watchmaker was my cover long ago, before the war. Ah, well, maybe they will understand all eventually. Now sleep beckons me, I must admit. As I was, trying to say, what this place is that, this is the Eva's Hammer. This is kind of a hub area where you can, walk around, visit, and, talk to people. But, let's go over to the, shooting range. But, there's that thing. I think we can chase her up there. Yeah, we can, and we can get armor. Now, this is basically just another way to get into shooting range. Oh, shit.
Gonna make me chase you, ain't you?
That's a drone. Oh, and, here we found an upgrade kit. So now we can upgrade our weapons. Now, the very first thing... Excuse me, sorry, hang on. Sorry about that, my nose was stuffed. Not something you want to do when you're doing a Let's Play. But anyway, we can upgrade any of our weapons, and each weapon has like 3 upgrades each. Like there's the pistol. No, we don't want to do that yet. The Sturmgewehr, which will give us a marksman scope, armor-piercing rounds, and a jungle magazine, which is basically a clip taped to another clip. You'll understand what I mean. There's the machine pistol, which nail gun heats up bullets before leaving the gun, making them travel slower, but causing much more damage upon impact. Drum magazine and an integral suppressor. And we got the laser craftwork. I've never seen... What's the upgrades for this? Scope. I don't know why the scope wasn't, on there to begin with. Battery upgrade. Power capacity. That's good. And supercharge. Interesting. And we also got the hand grenade, which is fragmentation, diesel, and electromagnetic. Now, we're going to do the hand grenade 1 second, but the most important one right now. Okay, and we also got the heavy weapons, but they're not upgradable. And yeah, this is what we picked off of the super soldier. So the first thing that we're going to upgrade is our pistol, and we're going to equip a suppressor with it. And this is incredibly important. The very first upgrade with the weapon you do, always do it with the pistol suppressor. So that's what we'll do. And also, we can deactivate the upgrade and re-enable it at any time. Don't know why. So yeah, here's all this tutorial crap. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the suppressor at the end of the gun now. So here we are at the gun range. Again, like Seta said, it's not finished yet. And our main concern is trying to get rid of that drone. Also, you can come here and replenish your ammo at any time when you come back from a mission. So let's go down to the shooting range. And it just runs off. We'll go after it.
Seth's gotta be more careful with his experiments.
Also, one more important thing to note, when you kill, like, a mechanical enemy, like a drone or a robot or whatever, they're going to explode right after you kill them, so it's best to just try to stay out of cover when it's doing its, death throes. Anyway, we can do like the challenge for the shooting range. Basically, you I don't know what ammo this is. You activate the shooting range, and shoot at these cardboard cutouts of commanders, SS commanders. The ones at the far end over here are toughest to kill. And there we go, we got 400 points. Now there's actually more to this, to a shooting range, but again, it's, incomplete, so we can give, a basic rundown. Apparently, you jump out here, go over here, and you have, like, these things. It's kind of like, what's the best way to explain this? It's like in, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, where you're at the train thing, you gotta shoot the cardboard, cut things with the beeping lights and just move from room to room and clear them out as fast as you can. I don't know what they're called, but let's do one real quick. We do it by shooting the dog here, then. Duck through here, and then I don't want to do that. And then you jump back here, and again, and you hit the button on this timer right here, and that will check in your time. But again, we won't. Like I said, the firing range isn't finished yet, so this feature is not enabled just yet, but it will later on once we progress through the game. Anyway, let's stock up on ammo. We weren't here before.
Moika.
Yeah, you can talk to some of the fellow Kreisau Circle members and just explore a bit. Anyway, let's we killed that drone, so let's.
How was my shooting range?
Well done, Yingler.
You fresh apple, you.
Herr Blaskowitz, your lady Anya, she was here looking for you?
Oh, yes. Anya found Caroline's notes about the American resistance cell in New York City. Look for her in Caroline's room.
Have you listened to the Käfer, Hassan?
Yeah, what, Mädele?
Rein wissen, die Band, die Käfer. Have you listened to their music?
Music? You want my head to explode? Mädele, it's music, she calls it.
They sing very well.
Yes.
They do.
And they look good, too.
Oh, of course.
That's not a bad thing, is it?
No, it's not bad.
Johann is my favorite. So mysterious.
Oh, very mysterious. Now, I remember romance. Yeah, I do. Vaguely.
It's just make-believe. Mother doesn't like make-believe. She has my marriage already arranged with the son of the head of the secret police in Berlin.
That's fantastic.
I don't know anything about him except that he sweats a lot, plays golf all the time, and smells of onions. I hate onions.
Yeah, well, you are free of your mother right now, no? Yeah, you can go on any romantic adventure you like. Just do it.
Yeah. I suppose that is true.
Madeline, do me a favor. Just sha, you catch all day long.
Mond, ja, ja, wir wir sind unter der großen Forscher. Mond, ja, ja, wir sind unter dem...
Oh, you got it.
Entschuldigung, Sie, Herr?
Elohim Adiriyim.
Now she's got him singing it. Anyway, Caroline's note said, "Here's my list of possible resistance locations as you asked. Manhattan, a radioactive wasteland, perhaps, but the information Juna discovered in Paris says Nazis have suffered losses in the area, which can only be explained by the presence of resistance groups. Where, written in Set's handwriting, must be somewhere higher up to avoid the radiation on ground level. We'll investigate." New Orleans. The name Horton comes up frequently in the Nazi intel from Paris. We know NO is a ghetto where the Nazis... New Orleans is a ghetto where the Nazis place American dissidents and other unwanted elements of their society. So basically, New Orleans just is pretty much Australia. Juno's resistance friend from Paris, Dmitri, he had a relative who may be part of the New Orleans resistance. Appalachian Mountains. There is not much known about this. Nazis have captured several possible resistance members in the area, but have not found anything. If there are groups there, they may be dormant for now. If we manage to start a revolution in America, maybe they will wake up and join us. Interesting. Alright. Again, I'm trying not to, spoil anything, but again, I'll try my best, not to, but the Appalachian Mountains, we don't go to in this game, and I think that the Freedom Chronicles, which is basically a future DLC for Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, is probably going to be set in the Appalachian Mountains, probably. And oh yeah, speaking of which, episode 0 of the Freedom Chronicles will be out in about 20 hours from now, I think. But mostly, I probably won't be able to play it just yet. After all, I gotta finish, this first. But, yeah. This is what I have. More details are in the information Juna gave me, of course. Come and see me if you want to know more. Caroline. Any more collectibles? I know that there's a big old treasure trove of collectibles in Seth's place here. Like, here. Seth's note. Concerning Caroline's power suit, the armor Caroline wears is, I must say, beyond fascinating. Such detail, such craftsmanship, almost flawless in execution. A truly fantastic example of .U-should engineering. I can't even stop looking at it whenever I am around Caroline. Well. Created maybe around the 18th century, very difficult to pinpoint an exact date. I did hear about this when I was a little boyshik, from stories told by the elders. Even a klutz could wear this and become the greatest athlete in the world. The engineers hid decrypted messages inside the lining of the suit, which I have been trying to decipher. I have bupkis so far. Anyway, we'll return to it one day, if I have the time. And... oh yeah. We also got star cards, which is, I guess, is a different type of collectible. And what these things are is that I think this is like the developers, and these star cards are scattered all throughout the game. I never found all of them. In fact, I've only collected all of Max's toys, all the records, and all the death cards. I've still yet to find all the gold star cards and concepts, and quite frankly, they're a big pain in the ass to find, and I'm not going to be finding every single one of them, but I know where all the record locations are. If I find it, I'll show them to you. I promise you that. Because honestly, the records are a whole lot more fun than the other stuff. Hey, Bombati.
Okay, Max. It's time.
Max house.
Hey, Max. Why you look so glum? I know you like Rosa, but this is the natural order of things. Pig is dying so humans can eat.
Max house.
And we have run out of food for her. We only have people food left. No piggy food.
Max house. Max house. Max house.
Hey, okay, Max, okay. Shh. For now, piggy will not be food. And wipe that sad look off your face. Hey, bro. Happiness is a choice, Max. Remember that. Smile. Hey.
So yeah, we now have a pet pig who we feed potatoes. There's actually a side quest where you can actually feed the pig potatoes from the galley here.
You look hungry, girl.
Yeah, like right now. We can do that right now, but there's Bombati.
I knew I should have never let Max play with that piggy from the first place. Will there ever be a Bri now?
Might as well get the star card here. And over here is Max's room.
Likes his crayons.
Yes, he does. Max's happy birthday card. Happy birthday, Max. Klaus. That's honestly very sad. Klaus was from the last game, and he was Max's caretaker. He died, unfortunately. Now, as you've probably seen, there's the whole Max's Toys thing. We can actually get toys for Max in some of the levels, but they're not unlocked until much later in the game. I'll go into further details on this, but I'd rather, explain it, more later on when the time is just right, so that you can see for yourself. And down here is the locker room.
Captain.
Nothing much here, unless you
Doubt
want
yourself, Captain. Any obstacle can be overcome with the right mindset.
where you can, meet more people and whatnot. Straight out of the late 60s. Alright. There's an upstairs, but it doesn't really, have much.
This is a good home for us, Caroline. You always made the right call.
Yeah. The flickering is basically a graphical issue. It'll get fixed.
Hello to you, Captain.
It's not a really big deal. I mean, it's not like, game breaking or anything. I can mind graphical glitches. I just don't mind, a game that's so buggy that it's unplayable. That leads back to Seth's place. There's the helm. That's story mission wise. Well, we'll not go there yet. We'll just explore a little bit. This video is basically just to show off the Avis hammer a little bit. Basically our hub room. Be familiar with it. This is the stock room where we keep all our beans and canned foods and stuff. And in here we have the canteen or diner. And we can take a look around. That's an awful good looking pie. Some corn on the cob, pancakes, and some chicken. And we also got juice, and distilled water. And popcorn, maybe? And, oh yeah, here we go. This is where you can find the potatoes to feed the pig. But we're not going to go there just yet. We're going to go upstairs to Club Kreisau.
Sorry, what happened to Caroline? I'll miss her. Good leader. Not like that foul-mouthed old Scot.
Hey. Fergus can be very sweet when he wants to.
Like when he's yelling at people for trying to help. Or cursing them out in front of everyone. Sure. He usually has a point. But does he have to be so damn mean about it?
And he's always very nice to me.
Yeah. What's that about?
Oh.
Maybe Fergus has a thing for sweet Maria.
No. No. Definitely not. You think so?
Or maybe... could it be that you have a thing for him?
Shut up, I do not!
Whatever you say, my friend. But tell me, why are your cheeks turning so red?
J'en ai marre de tous ces gens.
Yeah, she's gonna go to sleep. Oh, I never noticed that before. That's Tekla from the last game. There's also one for Jay from the Wyatt timeline as well, I think. Shame that we can't use the oh hey, I can read that. Pat Garfunk? Is that Art Garfunkel? Maybe. Also, we can order a beer.
Why? The voice tells me you are in great pain. That you are being eaten from the inside.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah. We can actually play Wolfenstein 3D in Wolfenstein the New Colossus.
Wow. These graphics sure are realistic. Like I'm inside the game.
Oh, no. Go back. Oh, shit. Okay, spaces accept.
Wow.
Alright. Yeah.
These graphics sure are realistic.
We get it, BJ.
Like I'm inside the game.
God damn it. Alright. It's space. There we go. It basically shows you, you know, all the stuff that you can do. Okay, so it's Jay's return. Alright, use these controls to defeat the terrorists. Now, what this is that this isn't exactly Wolfenstein 3D, it's Wolfstone 3D. Basically, it's the entire game of Wolfenstein 3D, except everything is in a role reversal. Like, you're playing like an SS Nazi guard that's been captured by the Kreisau Circle, and you're going around killing Kreisau Circle members that range from, like American GIs to, Russian troops and all this sort of stuff. And all the bosses, like for instance, Hans Kraus, instead of Hans Kraus in episode 1, it's unfortunately it's Max Haas. So you get the idea. Like in episode 2, instead of Dr. Shabs, it's Set Roth. And instead of Hitler in episode 3, it's BJ. But you get the idea. Let me give you an idea on how this is. We're gonna do it on Bring 'em on difficulty, and yeah, this game is entirely playable.
Look out!
Yo, dog, I heard you like video games, so we put a video game in your video game so you can play video games while you're playing a video game. I'm only just gonna do like the first level here, just to give you an idea. So basically, it's just a palette-swapped version of the original Wolfenstein 3D, but it's fun though. I can still never remember where most of the secrets are in this game. Even though I just did it multiple times. But yeah, this is just mind-blowingly insane. And this is the thing, alright? Okay, there's this moment where, after you're, done playing this, playing, Wolfenstein 3D, and you return back out to the, real world, and I say that with, quotes and everything, your eyes are gonna get fucked, because one moment, you have, the retro stuff right here, and then we return back, everything's all in 3D, and, bump maps and everything, 2017 era graphics, and your eyes are gonna fucking hurt. Yeah, like the Nazis symbols are replaced by a Kreisau Circle symbol. There is an achievement just for, playing this game, but not completing it, but I guess it's only, optional, I guess. And as always, anyway, oh, shit, wrong one. Okay, it's J. And the best part is that you can actually save the game and come back at any time. You can literally come back at any time, at any point in the game, and resume, where you left off in this game. And oh god, my eyes are hurting already. Oh god. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, this is Fergus's room. Okay then. Oh, he's got a punching bag?
Ow. Fergus put rocks in there or something?
Probably did. Okay. Anyway, that's enough for now, so let's go to the helm. That's everything we need to see so far. But more parts of the ship will unlock when we finish more missions. Wait a minute. First, let's Caroline's journal. After BJ killed General Strauss and freed the prisoners, it crippled the Nazis' research division, slowed the Nazis' advancements in tech research. If he wakes up, I will keep reminding him that we are forever in gratitude to him. The Nazis are demoralized, humiliated, but it's not enough. More is needed. The Paris mission was a success. In some ways, it was the first step towards building the momentum we need to take on the Nazis globally. I just wish I could find a way to help Juna. The Ausmercer has come awfully close the last couple of days. Worrying. Must speak to Set about this. Another thing about Paris. I imagine it's probably going to be like in Wolfenstein 3D, or at least a clue to it.
William. I can still smell her in here. I found Caroline's notes on the American resistance cell in New York City. I know their exact location. Can you look for Fergus for me? He's been back on his feet again after the surgery, and I asked him to bring me some nitroglycerin from the ammo depot, but he hasn't returned. Go to the ammo depot next to the shooting range and find him. We have to gather everyone and get ready for our next move. We've almost arrived in New York City.
Alright, and I missed this, apparently. Juna's postcard. Caroline, woke up by some noise in the catacombs. You speak in your sleep, did you know? Could not understand, but it sounded funny. Putting this card I found in your suit, hoping you'll not discover it until much later. Just wanted to say thank you for everything. No matter what happens, they can't stop us. Juna. The postcard has no postal stamps on it.
How am I gonna tell her I'll be joining you, Caroline? Make her watch as I fade away. Maybe she already knows. Keeps pretending, like me.
You're a real bundle of joy, BJ. And here we have the Hall of Shame, where we can look up some of the worst Nazis so far. So right now, Engel's on here, but more people will be added to the board. You'll understand why. I'll get into much detail on that. I know I keep saying that, and I will. Eventually, it's just gonna take a long while.
Caroline is dead. Who will lead us now?
The angry Scottish man, I think.
Interim leadership, you mean? Until we find some more suitable person?
What do I know? I'm not exactly part of the inner circle.
Mio Dio. This is not good. Not good for sure.
Why can't Anya lead? I mean, Anya spent more time with Caroline, so I think she would be, a perfect candidate. I'm just saying that, in general. I mean, it would make sense. Ammo Depot's closed. What?
You alright, Fergus? How's the arm?
please. Please help me.
What happened to your face?
I think she's trying to kill me, Blasco. That's what. Have you ever drifted off peacefully to sleep, only to be brutally awoken by your own prosthetic arm savagely gubbing you in the eye? I had to turn her off.
Is that normal? What's that say?
Something about there being a learning curve and whatnot. How I needed to learn how to trust it. I don't know. I'll tell you, I don't think I'll be using it to take a piss anytime soon.
It's like training a game dog. You show weakness and it pounds. What you gotta do is show that thing who's in charge.
Right. Well, you just stand there and be ready to step in case looks like I'm about to die. All right. There we go. There's a good girl. You're a good girl. Oh, fuck! Fuck, you deceitful bitch! Oh, you stop it! For the love of... Oh, no, I got you. All right, everything's fine. Calm down. There's a good girl. There's a good girl.
You, high and tight there, Commander?
Oh. Yeah. Everything's under control. Right this way.
Okay. Helmet 5.
Fergus is losing his
I
mind.
reviewed Caroline's notes. The New York City Resistance Group is concealed at the top of the state building. Said I assume the high altitude means the radiation is at tolerable levels?
Definitely.
Right. However, we can simply fly in there in our Nazi helicopters because we're gonna be shot down.
Can't we re-establish contact there and let them know our helicopters are friendly?
I've looked, but I couldn't find any means of contacting them in Caroline's notes.
Bloody hell. Well, we'll need to approach from ground level then. Introduce ourselves properly, face to face.
Ground level. The whole city is saturated by fallout from the Nazi atom bomb. Lethal levels of radiation if we go there without protective wear.
Yeah, well, this one... Well, this armor will shield from all radioactivity.
Well, will you do it then, Blasco? Have you grown too weak and useless now?
Always wanted to see the Big Apple.
Lovely. Well, Martin, drop him off now, eh?
No problem, Wing Commander.
Can I be of use?
I don't know, lass. Can you?
5 degrees port, and continue straight forward.
Got it, Blondie. Hey, big friend. You better watch out for the crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
It's not New York underground crawling with crocodiles.
Oh, no. I'm from Texas.
It's alligators.
Jesus Christ.
And it's a myth. Seriously, like